Jymi Bond, mental health therapist. Dare to find you. Inspect the world around you. Too many times we learn only the surface of our environment, missing the qualities of people, spaces, and places that have the potential to connect us to who we all are as individuals. Hopefully bridging gaps of distrust and hatred for things we know nothing about. Dare to explore.
Hi, my name is Janelle Westmeyer. I am fifth generation native of the Grand Valley. I come from a very strong family, starting from my great-great-grandparents, slaves from Virginia, to my dad being the first African-American, twice elected city councilman. In 1888, my three great-great-uncles, Samuel 20, John 18, and Clark 14, came to the Grand Valley. In 1891, the three brothers purchased land where Orchard Avenue School now sits. The three brothers became fruit growers of apples, peaches, and pears. In 1901, my great-great-grandparent Elijah and Nicey Hines, along with their three younger children, Marcus, Orita, and my great-grandmother, Ione, joined the three older sons in the Grand Valley. When Elijah Hines died in April of 1925, it was on the front page of the Daily Sentinel. It read, "With the death of Elijah Hines, the city lost one of the oldest as well as one of the best fruit growers in the valley this morning. So upright and honorable was his attitude to all men that he won and merited their confidence and esteem. There are no better men than Elijah Hines, and he will be sincerely mourned by all who had the good fortune to become acquainted to him."
My name is Eric Ward. I am a member of Black Citizens and Friends here in Grand Junction, Colorado. I work at Wells Fargo as a business banker. What Black History Month means to me and what Black History means to me is to show support for not just African Americans, but for all people of color. We should all be reaching out to each other in all ways, shapes, and forms to show love, to provide love, to be love, and to show unconditional love to everyone and all people that we meet. We should all be active in some way, shape, or form to show that all Americans are accepted, not any one race, color, creed, or nationality, but that all Americans are truly equal. I truly believe in what Martin Luther King said when he said, "A man should not be judged by the color of his skin, but the content of his character."
My name is Shawn Bryant. I'm currently a teacher in Mesa County Valley School District 51. I was asked to give this presentation today to give a couple of things. So one of the first things was how to promote what being a Black man is in this community. Not growing up in Grand Junction, I was a part of a vast community that had lots of colors. Black, white, Asian, Vietnamese, Chinese, Native American. So that part of me learned a lot of richness with the people around me. We learned different foods, we learned different cultures, we learned different languages, we learned different dance. I tried to instill that and keep part of that with me as I continued to grow. As I grew up, I moved to Grand Junction where there's not a lot of people that look like me. It's a very small population of African American kids and people that don't have that same luxury of growing up with different cultures, which is why something like this is just very important to do. That also leads me to why would I teach? People ask me all the time, why are you teaching? Why did you teach? Why do you teach elementary? Why did you coach? Why do you do these things? I do these things because kids are going to be successful if they see people that look like them and have gone through some of the same experiences that they have. By being able to show them that you can still move forward in spite of others, and sometimes in spite of yourself, that's an important thing to do. there is a poem there's two poems I'd like to read. Both of them are very important to what I feel that not only students of color, but people of all issues and creed, or colors, races, and creeds are going to be able to understand and go through. The first poem I'm going to read is called Don't Quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about when he might have won had he just stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow, you may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of clouds of doubt, and you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. And right now, this is a time where all of us cannot quit. We need to fight to make sure that we are doing what's best for each other, calling out injustices, speaking up, and not just simply sitting back and waiting for someone else to do something. You have a unique opportunity to change history and rewrite history at this point as young students, young men and women, not just for people of color, but for yourselves. Which side of history do you want to be a part of? The part where things are just the same as they always were? Or do you want to be a part of it where things are making a change? That's your choice to decide. Which leads me to my second poem called The Man in the Glass. You have to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, did you do your best every day to make things a better place around you, for you, and for others that may come after you? When you get what you want and you struggle for self, and the world makes you king for a day, go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that man has to say. For it isn't your mother or father or friend or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in your life is the person staring back from the glass. Some people may think you're a straight-shooting person and call you a wonderful guy, but the man in the glass says you're only a bum if you can't look him straight in the eye. He's the fellow to please, never mind all the rest, for he is the one is with you right to the end, and you will have passed your most dangerous and difficult test if the man in the glass is your friend. You may fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartache and tears if you cheated the man in the glass. Leave you with this thought. Be true to yourself. Don't let someone else tell you how you should think, and recognize that there's uniqueness and beauty in all people, all colors, all aspects of life that you can always learn from. Thank you.